Hi guys, welcome to Texan Overtime. I'm Hunter, and this is Jordan in the flesh.
Oh no.
Here, and today we are celebrating. Why are we celebrating, Jordan?
Daily Texan dodgeball team, the Daily Flexin,
Okay, valid.
is going to playoffs.
Oh, that's right.
We won
Yeah,
our match today against the Civil Engineers.
that happened.
3-2.
3-2,
We won the first two sets.
and they thought we were
We absolutely dominated.
absolutely dominated.
Absolutely dominated. And then they came through
Mhm.
and wiped us clean those next two sets. That last set was intense.
It was. I don't like to be someone that screams. I like to be someone that face turns red, but I do anything to get that dodgeball win.
You do anything for the t-shirt.
Yes.
You got very animated out there. You were spiking it, you were yelling, you were doing like the whole like quarterback celebration thing. It was very theatrical. I could see the former musical theater kid come out.
Yes. I was trying to make it like a movie, and it was.
It was a movie?
Yes.
The fallout on Twitter is going to be a movie too.
Yes.
The person who runs the Daily Texan sports account tagged the Civil Engineers student organization's Twitter, so we're gonna see how that turns out.
We'll see.
Y'all should definitely go hype up that tweet whenever you see this,
yeah.
even if it's gonna be a couple of days after that happened.
Yes.
So I was ditched by Hunter. Hunter was not at the West Virginia game. He was actually at a wedding.
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time. Best part?
Best part was it was a little, it was getting a little toasty in the reception.
Okay.
And you know, it's a big hall, you know, like a dance hall, Houston downtown, a lot of people, 150 plus.
Okay.
And my mom said, "I'm the one in charge," and she leans back and turns down the thermostat.
She turns down the thermostat herself.
Yes.
Was she trying to be sly about it?
She was.
She's trying to be sneaky?
She was.
She got busted?
By me. But we let it slide.
You should have snuck out the camera. That would have been hilarious.
No, it would have been great. But yeah, how was your experience in the press box for the West Virginia game? What would you kind of like and what you see over there?
The actual press box itself, honestly, the energy was really dead at the beginning. Like, everybody just seemed really tired. It was a night game, but I think that once the game actually started going, like, the press box started to come alive a little bit, because you saw the Longhorns play Sark's brand of football, as he likes to talk about in every single media availability at least 4 times over. Yes. He loves that terminology, like our brand of football.
The key to the drill. If you haven't watched a Sark press conference, I will bet you $5 that he says the key to the drill is. So he has a lot of keys.
Sark does a lot of coach speak, yes. But I think it was justified in the media availability today because, I mean, Texas dominated, like those 3 quarters. I mean, like the 4th quarter, like West Virginia was kind of scoring in garbage time, and like
that happens.
It honestly, I think the defense was tired, and like I don't know at that point. Like, I hate to say at that point in time, like, it didn't really matter because Texas kind of has a tendency of blowing 4th quarter leads, but they didn't really start picking up momentum until like 5 minutes left, and we got them off the field whenever like we needed to, so it was fine. But generally, I think that this is probably one of the like most dominating wins that we've seen Texas have this season. And West Virginia is no like sleeper team either. I know that they're coming into the game 2-2, but they look a lot better on paper than Texas Tech. I mean, they have JT Daniels as quarterback, who is a really highly recruited guy. Played at USC, had that 6-0 start at Georgia, I think, before he got hurt.
He's a beast.
He is a beast. And then they had CJ Donaldson come into the game, which it was really heartbreaking whenever CJ Donaldson came down with a head injury, especially with everything that's been going on in the NFL. He was down for like 15 minutes, but that was kind of their key to the game right there, because he came into the season, he was a tight end, and he converted to running back during their fall training camp, or maybe during summer training. I'm not 100% sure. And first game, true freshman, first time playing running back in who knows how long, literally puts up like 125 yards on Pitt. But yeah, their D-line played great. They were able to pressure HUD all night, and it definitely showed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough loss for them, the whole injuries. But yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I bet it was nice for Sark to see his his kind of philosophy finally come together, because it's one thing to do it against UTSA or UL Monroe. No shame. UTSA is a solid program, but and they have their moments. But against a Big 12 opponent, finally got a win on the board, give you some momentum. Texas is still alive in Big 12. They're right in the thick of things. Everyone plays everyone, so they'll have all the chances they need. But I bet it sounded like it was a pretty exclamation mark win.
It was, and I know that you weren't able to watch every second of it because you're busy partying it up with your friends and family, but Texas was able to play a really physical brand of football on Saturday. I mean, you saw George Whittington on 3 catches accumulate like 50, 60 something yards, and every single one of his gains was just able to kindle so much momentum for Texas. And then the secondary has just seemingly have been able to get better and better every game. You still aren't seeing the turnovers, which is a little bit frustrating, but they're at least able to get the other team off the field on third down. You're seeing the pass breakups. You're seeing the effort towards trying to force turnovers, and that's all you can really ask for. I think that within these next couple of games, you're going to see the secondary really come to fruition, and that's really exciting because I remember in 2019 being a junior or senior in high school, and that 2019 squad trying to claim that they were defensive back university DBU, and they got humbled pretty hard against that LSU game.
Yeah, no, I remember that. They wore t-shirts. But yeah, I've kind of noticed that too with the turnovers. They just haven't really been coming, and that was the one thing Stark was emphasizing crazy in the offseason. He was oh yeah, this team, explosive plays on offense, turnovers on defense. And they've been popping the ball out, just haven't fell on one. But Stark was kind of talking today about him just sort of he believes that the dam's gonna break, and when it does, that's gonna be if it happens, that'll be something to see.
Be great if it happened against OU. That would feel especially sweet.
That'd be spicy.
It would make for a pretty fun couple of game stories.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that we're gonna see a specific breakout player against OU looking ahead?
It's not. I want to say this is a breakout player because he's kind of been doing phenomenal in his last game and a half that he's played. But I just don't think anyone in the OU secondary can cover Xavier Worthy. I just don't. They weren't able to last year, and after TCU, I don't know. I think it's gonna be brutal, especially if Quinn's back throwing the ball to him.
Okay, wait. So question. I know that Texas has been kind of going through its quarterback struggles. Not that Hudson has been playing super poorly, but just in the way where it's Quinn came out. It seems like all of the quarterbacks have been day-to-day. Did you see that Xavier Worthy, throw to Jatavian Sanders?
So they'll call a double pass to Xavier Worthy, but Roschon Johnson hasn't thrown the ball.
That was my one prediction for this game. I thought that Roschon would throw one out of the Wildcat, but no.
We got to see a pass, a double pass.
A double pass down the sideline, Xavier to JT. I think that JT Sanders is having a great season and is really just an X factor player for Texas.
That's been great to watch. Yeah, but
he is great. He's just a great blocker.
Oh yeah, he's a unit.
He's a unit, but he's also emerged as a very vocal leader. But honestly, my favorite thing about JT Sanders is whenever we're doing post-game interviews, you can hear him from across the room. He's so loud.
Yeah, it's not the best for my recordings of other interviews, but it's definitely fun to think about. So I guess before we wrap it up, what are you looking forward to seeing against OU?
Ooh, that's a really solid question. I think that whoever's starting at quarterback, whether it's Hud or whether it's Quinn, I'm really excited to continue to see both of them give the ball to a variety of different people, because it seems like every game, even against Tech, like they're just able to add more and more variety to the game. Jay Witt's playing a huge role. It's great to see the cohesion back between Hud and Xavier, because Xavier didn't get his first touchdown with Hud until I think that Texas Tech game. And then you're seeing some of the newer guys like named Casey King like get involved in the game, which is really exciting to watch.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But we'll be there. We'll be at the Cotton Bowl.
We will be at the Cotton Bowl. Cotton Bowl up in the press box.
Yes.
You heathens get to like soak up the sun and come out of that game with a huge sunburn, and we're gonna be sitting pretty in the AC.
We will. And make sure you follow our coverage on Twitter.
Yes.
My Twitter is at Hunter Dworaczyk.
Would you like to spell that out?
I'll spell out the first name, Hunter.
Okay.
And you can Google the rest.
Okay. No, you're just directing them to your Daily Texan staff link so they can read all of your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, and my Twitter's at the Jordan Kenzie. It's exactly how it's spelled. We'll see you next time.